love Iverson. It was just like his braids, and he was a little hood. And the same thing with Mike Vick. He was a little, he had the cornrows at a time where like it wasn't that, like PR to have
we get
the cornrows.
we get what you're
saying,
nigga. We get
like,
what you're saying.
Do you think he is viewed like that similarly?
I don't know.
I mean, he's out in Baltimore.
He's in the hip hop scene a little bit too.
He's out in Baltimore for a reason.
Louisville, country as hell. You know what I mean? He's not even in the limelight like that. You know what I'm saying? He's not all.
Maybe
up in
not,
the
but I'm just saying the way his
that.
image is and the way he gets like portrayed. You see him with the big chains and you see him with the cornrows and he's dark skinned. Like he fits that image of like what America would like not like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right?
So kind of like Black America kind of embraces
the
him.
ball.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
The whole stereotype.
So Black America kind of embraces him a little bit more like they did with Iverson, like they did with Vic. That's all my point is really with him.
Is that a bad thing for you?
No,
Are you jealous?
I'm talking about the
jealous
way
Dak don't get that.
I'm talking about the way that they view him. No, it is kind of fucked up because like Dak doesn't get viewed like he is black at all. You know what I'm saying?
No. Let's not go there.
I showed somebody a picture of Dak's daddy, and Dak's daddy black as shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that nigga daddy black.
The main thing is though, Aaron Rodgers was holding the Green Bay Packers back. Aaron Rodgers was holding them back.
I can't say that, Tone, with those two MVP seasons
I don't
he
care.
had to finish
At
off
least
with.
last year he was
What was Green Bay
not
last
last
year?
year. They didn't make the playoffs. They sucked last year.
What was the record?
I'd like 6-10, some shit like that.
I think they were like 8 and 9.
Maybe the last year. You know what I'm saying? But he
Terrible.
knew he
He
was
was the
on his
playoffs
way
by a
out.
game last year, actually.
They trash.
He was on his way out. He knew he was on his way out. But let's.
I mean, people get overdue the playoff victories. I see people writing all these wild, great stories about everybody, but as soon as that team loses this week, they'll be back to root.
So now you got Rodgers went out sad at Green Bay, trash, calling out players, not working out with players in the offseason, calling out head coaches, management, ownership.
He's a trash human.
All that. Now,
You don't like A-Rod?
he forced the Jets.
I don't know him to not like him, but everyone who does know him seems to not like him.
He forced the Jets to sabotage and held them ransom for the entire offseason. Forced them to sign all these players. Combined, every single Packers wide receiver and tight end on the roster, their total salary for this year was $11 million. Every single wide receiver and tight end.
Yeah.
And to answer the
Alan
President's question,
Lazard was owed $14 million this year.
the Packers were
Jets.
8-9 last year.
Yeah, so they were one game better.
8 and 9. They was. What do you mean? They was. I don't care.
They were
But
9-8
was
this year.
under 500. Trash.
Yeah, but come on, let's be ridiculous.
Trash.
They were one game
Trash.
better, and that probably was like a field goal.
With an extra thing, so that's really 7 and 9.
Was the
That
extra
8
game
and 9.
last year?
Yeah, that's 7
8 and 9
9.
in 17 games. This year, 17 games.
So they was 7 and 9. Trash.
8 and 9. What are you?
Rodgers.
What's Tony missing right there?
Rodgers holding the Packers back, holding the Jets back now too. All right, let's move along to the best game of the week. The best game of the week. Go ahead, Chris. Give us the breakdown. What picks we had here?
All right, so
Lions and Rams.
we have Omar picked the Rams, and everybody else picked the Lions.
Oh, goddamn! What was Omar's record for the week?
3-3.
3-3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 3-3.
I did pick the Rams to cover, but I did pick the Rams to win. But I took the 2.5 points when I bet.
3-3.
The plus 3. It was the plus 3.
It was 2.5 when I got it.
2.5.
Yeah, 2.5 when I got it.
So wait. You picked what?
I bet like real money.
No.
in
Who'd you
real
pick
life.
here?
I picked the Rams to win.
picked the Rams.
Yeah.
You picked the Rams.
Okay.
But in real life, I bet.
I mean, that
the
was a
Rams to
close
cover.
game.
It was real close.
That was a close game.
Probably
Lions,
the best game.
Yeah,
Well,
I
the
mean,
Lions
probably.
missed
I
some
think,
opportunities.
I think undoubtedly it was the best game.
I mean, I gotta apologize to Barney Quinto because I argued with that guy for a while about Stafford and shit. I mean, at the time he was kind of comparing Stafford to like Dan Marino and stuff. I mean, I don't
What
even know what
about
I was
Stafford?
thinking because Dan Marino's not even that great. So, but Stafford, the way he throws the ball, the arm angles once again, the velocity,
man.
the
He's
sidearm.
Yeah.
The off-script plays, the no-looks. Like, he was doing those no-looks in Detroit before
I think that
Mahomes.
first drive, he might have broke his finger, and that didn't bother him at all.
I mean, he didn't
Right.
separate
You know
his
what I mean?
shoulder one game
Yeah,
and threw a
yeah,
game
went back
touchdown
in.
pass.
Yeah.
I really admire watching Stafford play.
Anybody
now,
who's not a
especially
quarterback
what he's
wins guy
doing with
can
the
see it.
Puka, Cup, the Denar Robinson. Is like, what is he doing out there? And he's making these plays.
Yeah,
Jared
Puka's on
Goff.
another team. He's not doing what he's
Jared
doing.
Goff also. All right. I'll stand on the Goff and Kirk Cousins Hill for a while. All right. I love Jared Goff. I don't know about love him.
Goff.
I don't know about love him. I doubt it. Nah,
Goff is a middling quarterback.
I'll tell you now, the Lions love him. Oh man,
Yeah.
they love him.
Well, the Lions have a great offensive coordinator, great weapons, great running game, great tight end, great receivers, more than one capable receiver too. It's not like a far drop off from 2 to 3 on the Lions roster. So I think the Lions benefit from all of that. I never believed Goff was a grade A quarterback, but a lot of people get on me because I'm always saying this quarterback's good and that quarterback's good. But there's a lot of good quarterbacks that you could win with in the NFL if you got the right coaching and the right roster around them. But a lot of teams fuck up where they get a guy like Goff and they expect this guy to just turn his franchise around from a 2-14 team to a playoff contender just by themselves, and that's where a lot of good quarterbacks go.
I mean, I feel like
up at, really.
I feel like Goff has done that for 2 organizations now, the Rams and
Goff
the
has
Lions.
held back the Rams. That's why they got rid of him.
He went to a Super Bowl with the Rams,
and got traded because McVay knew he.
and now
this
he's
guy's
taking
not
another.
good
He just
enough.
won a
With
playoff
another
game.
top 5 offensive
with the
coordinator.
Lions.
What does winning the wild card playoff game mean? Dak did that
A
last
lot-
year. No one gives a fuck.
Slow it down.
No one cares though. Like
It's for the
if
Lions.
they lose this week though, next year no one will care.
It's for the
That's my whole
Lions.
point
Yes,
about
they
the
will.
playoffs.
It's their
No one
first
does.
playoff
Who
game
won?
ever.
Okay, in
And
3 seconds, who won division round playoff
32
games
years,
last
something
year?
like that.
No one
Yeah,
cares.
in 32 years.
But
That's
no
a
one
huge
cares.
accomplishment.
That's my point, though. In the NFL,
Right? That's a
when
huge
you're
accomplishment.
ready, when your team
Jared
like that
Goff
ready
took
to
the
win,
Rams
no
to
one's
the
gonna
Super
care.
Bowl. He had playoff
I hear
wins.
you.
They're
It's
one of the
Super
best
Bowl or bust,
offenses.
right? But not every team
For
is
many
like that, though.
teams,
No,
for many teams,
for
yeah.
many teams,
For
not
many
every
teams.
team
and
is
the
like
Lions
that.
are one of those teams. They came into this year knowing that they had the roster to win the division, knowing that they had the roster to make a run. So if the Lions were to lose this week, they're not going to be like, "Oh, this is a great year." People are going to
Just can't.
forget about it, and then
He
next year
can't be
it's gonna
uttering
next
these
year.
words after you said the Cowboys were not Super Bowl contenders this year and not expected to win the Super Bowl.
What's that got to do?
But the
with
Lions were.
What are you not
But the
understanding
Lions were.
of what?
It's a simple
I'm
question.
talking
Oh,
about
I
the
understand
Lions.
perfectly
You don't
fine, my
understand,
nigga.
because now I have to
It's a
break it down
simple
like you're a
question.
6-year-old, right?
It's a simple question.
The team's expectations to themselves. This is outside of media. Outside
So
of
Dallas
fans.
didn't have
This
expectations
is-
for Super Bowl.
This is out. I'm sure they did personally to themselves in the locker room, nigga. I'm talking about the media a lot of the times priorly. Right now, I'm not. Right now, I'm talking about the team's expectation within themselves. The Lions did not come into this season saying, we're rebuilding, we have a good team.
They came in to win.
We'll
They
be
came in to win,
darned.
absolutely.
Making the playoffs will be a hell of a accomplishment. No, they came in there saying, we want to win the Super Bowl. So if they don't win the Super Bowl, they're unlike the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they've already won the playoffs, the Buccaneers. No one expected them to do shit. Not only did they win a division, they won a playoff game, and they're playing for more. So win, lose, or draw, people are going to go in the next year saying Tampa Bay had a great year last year. Maybe they can build on it. With Detroit,
What are they gonna say with Detroit?
With Detroit, with Dallas, if Buffalo loses, they're all going to say the same thing. This team was talented. They had Super Bowl aspirations. They didn't make it. Like, do you want a trophy and hang a banner because you won a wild card game?
If Lions lose
When
this
Dallas
week,
wins a wild card game, no one cares.
if Lions lose this week, they'll be perfectly fine.
They care to be.
That's exactly what I mean about the uneven reporting about Dallas.
If Lions lose this week, they'll be perfectly fine. They got an extremely young roster. They'll be competing for a while.
Maybe.
Well, we'll
When
get
are we
to
taking
those
predictions?
picks.
Because I don't like this 1-5 stand.
We'll get to these picks. We still got to get through 2 more games. So let's
All right,
move
we might
on.
be able to skip this game. Pittsburgh and Buffalo, like I said, the most boringest and just bland as fuck.
But your MVP did what he needed to do.
Yeah,
though.
you seen that, right?
He did what he needed to do.
You seen that, right? Bland ass game, no seasoning, raisins in the potato salad ass game.
And Sly
that's
stood on business in front of a Steelers fan and a Bills fan and said, "This is the most boringest game of the week."
Right.
It was.
Totally on it. We were just waiting for that one to be over to get to this game.
They did have a good play, though. That
To the,
number 10 touchdown was pretty good.
to get to a death of a dynasty that beat Daniel Jones and what do you call it? Christian McCaffrey at quarterback last year. That was their dynasty.
Yeah.
Beating Daniel Jones
Who's
and
the other
Christian
guy they put out there, the
McCaffrey,
black
Josh
guy?
Johnson.
Yeah, he's like the 5th string quarterback.
Yeah, that was their
He's like
dynasty.
the long snapper.
So now the question is, if I call Brogan right now, will he pick
Call
up?
him.
No,
Call him,
Brogan's
call
not
him.
bad. What time is it?
Call him right
9:30.
now.
He got COVID and all that.
Call him right
See, the
now.
funny thing is, though, me and Tone all year were saying
there ain't no
saying
Eagles
all this
fans
shit
that want to
about
come
Eagles.
on.
Yeah, they're bad right now. bullshit. Is that Rogan?
If we all talk.
Rogan knows.
Crickets, boys.
Yeah, he at home. Yeah, he ain't figure it out. He nervous. He's scared. We told them, though. We told them in the beginning of the year, like, yo, you're beating Washington in overtime by 3.
Please leave your message for...
Fucking beating New England 34-28. Like they were 2 Washington overtime games away from not even making the playoffs this year, honestly, when you look at their schedule.
I mean, the Bucks went straight down the field the first possession, got 3 points. Eagles came out, put on a little drive, and this was kind of surprising. They threw the ball. I think it was 3rd and 2. Yeah, I think it was 3rd and 2. They threw the ball. You know, incomplete. Of course. Cover 0, all out blitz. Hurts just chucks it up to the sideline, little out route, inaccurate pass to the out, whatever.
We have to get an Eagles fan on the line.
I mean, none of them.
None of them are,
None of them want any smoke, fam.
they're down bad.
I mean, I tried to message V. I never seen this a day in my life. I tried to message V. It says couldn't send, like in red letters underneath. It's not
I
like
don't even know what that means.
yeah. I can't even like hold it down and press retry.
Los is still ending in 8964.
Hold on, I'll send you.
He going to
Los's
Puerto Rico or some shit?
8964. Yeah.
All right, we're getting Los on the line.
Yo,
See if he picks up.
Where's he at the airport?
I think they leave tomorrow.
You might be able to get Derek Cox on the line.
Oh my God.
Down there, 6 option. Raul was to get called in, but we can't call Raul until we figure out what team that nigga like.
All the Eagles fans are ducking smoke right now.
You know what's really bothered about that Eagles game, man?
Tommy.
Please leave your
I don't got
message
Tommy's
for-
number, though. I don't got Tommy's number though. I mean, now it's Sirianni's fault. You done fired. You done set aside.
Oh, but the OC and the DC.
You done set aside the brother.
This is going to be our last call.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
That was a record sentence. Like, yo, imagine you call your girl, go to voicemail that quick, son.
That was Easy's number.
Sorry, brother. I tried to call you, see how you were doing.
Yo, if I call
Yo,
my
he
girl,
would have
went to
picked
voicemail
up, son. That would have been
quick, son,
funny
I've
as
been
shit,
livid,
yo.
son.
That would have been funny as hell.
Yo, you know what I wanted to say though to him, like, yo, and you guys coach, right? All you guys coach, right? At what point in time do you not have hot routes set up for all these blitzes?
Bro,
Is it bad coaching? Or is it like a quarterback? Is it bad coaching and bad quarterback?
No, listen to me. I told Los all year long, there's no magic wand. You don't spent the whole spring, summer, the beginning of the year, your whole philosophy, all your notes that you've been working on for hours upon hours, all the film, everything you've been writing up, tearing up, scheming on. You've been doing that for an entire year. So once the season comes, it doesn't come week 6, week 7, week 8, week 9, week 12. We're going to do some different shit.
No. But I mean,
that we can scheme some different shit. This is who they are.
At what point in time can you make it audible as a coach? Like, okay, in practice this
It's
week,
who
guys,
they are.
we're going to
It's
run.
who they are.
Yeah, so you,
Sirianni.
So you're
I
saying
understand what
Sirianni
you're
is
saying.
incapable of doing that?
I understand what you're saying.
Is that what you're saying?
But this is their scheme. Some coaches, they'll live and die by their scheme.
So
but if you see your scheme is that bad, at one point in time, are you
no,
not
they
changing
because they was able just to throw it up to AJ Brown and Devontae Smith and Goddard, and they was able to make crazy
but
plays.
you see it like
so,
this.
So this is it, right? So your scheme will be the same week after week, but every team is different. Some teams might run a different up front, different coverages. So you're going to make those adjustments during that week. Okay, hey, listen, this safety plays down. There's no 2 safeties over top. You're going to go a play that's going to counter to that, right?
But it's your play. But
Yeah.
that's the play you think that's going to work for that coverage. So that's the play they have set up for that.
But hot reads aren't that complicated. You can implement hot reads in a week. You
Well, yeah.
can tell
So that's your check downs.
Jalen Hurts.
Your check
okay,
downs.
if you see it looks like a blitz, you call a certain word, and this slot receiver knows you run it out. This receiver knows you run a